When you're adding or subtracting numbers with unlike denominators, so different numbers at the bottom, you need to find an equivalent fraction that works for both numbers, or you need to find something called the lowest common multiple. Okay. In this case, you're looking for a times table that has got got 15 and 5 in it. Okay. Well, the lowest number in the 15 times table is 15, and luckily 5 is also a times table that has 15 in it. So the lowest common multiple here is 15. So we don't need to do anything to this number here. This number can stay as 4/15. What we need to do with this fraction is also turn it into something out of 15. Okay? To do that, you just have to think to yourself, what do you have to do to 5 to turn it into 15? Well, you have to times it by 3. 3 5s are 15. So you do 3 times 5 gets you up to 15. Okay. If you've done 3 times 5 to get to 15 on the bottom, you've got to do 3 times the top number as well. You've got to treat it the same, otherwise it's not equivalent. To keep it equivalent, you just do the same thing to both. So we did 3 times 5 to make it 15. 3 times 3 is 9. Okay. So this fraction here, 3/5, is the same as 9/15. It's equivalent to 9/15. Now we've got a much easier sum to do, because we could do 4/15 plus 9/15. Well, 4 and 9 is 13/15. Okay, so by doing this sum, by making this fraction into an equivalent fraction, it was then very easy to add them together. Just very simple addition. Let's do another one. In this one, we're looking for a lowest common multiple that is in the 8 and 2 times tables. Well, 8 is in the 8 times table, and 8 is also in the 2 times table. So we can leave this one alone, and I think you'll find out with most of these questions, you can leave one of them alone, and you just have to turn the other one into an equivalent fraction. So, to turn 2 into 8, we have to times it by 4. 2 times 4 is 8. And we have to times the top number by 4 as well. So 2 times 4 was 8. 1 times 4 is 4. Okay. Now we're just adding 1/8 and 4/8. 1/8 plus 4/8 is 5/8. The reason I'm writing the equivalent fraction here is so you can see it. You could do it on a piece of paper, or you could just know it in your head. Okay, you don't have to write it in like I am. You just have to write the answer. One more. This one gives us a hint. We need to simplify our answer. We'll talk about that in a second. First of all, we're looking for a lowest common multiple that has got in the 12 times table and the 3 times table. Well, 12 is in the 12 times table, and 12 is also in the 3 times table. So we know we're going to be turning this fraction into something out of 12. How do we do that? Well, what do we have to times 3 by to make it 12? We can use our times table grid or times table knowledge. 3 times 4 is 12. So we do 3 times 4 to make it 12. And again, I'm just writing it in so you can see how this works. If we times 3 by 4 to get 12, 3 times 4 to get 12, you've got to times 1 by 4 as well. 1 times 4 is 4. Okay. Now we have 4/12 plus 4/12. Remember, this is an equivalent fraction that is the same as a third. 4/12 plus 4/12 is going to be 8/12. And it gives you the hint here that you need to simplify your answer. If you haven't done simplifying fractions, do that activity first. But it just means you divide both numbers by the same thing. So you think to yourself, is there a times table I can divide both these by? I always look for 2 to start with, and I can divide 8 by 2 to get 4. So I can divide 12 by 2 to get 6. I then look again, can I simplify any further? Yes, I can. Both these numbers still divide by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 6 divided by 2 is 3. And that's as low as I can go. There is no times table now that I can divide 2 and 3 by. That is as low as it goes, so it's as simple as it gets. And that's what simplifying means. We've made it as simple or as low as we can. Okay, so turn one fraction into an equivalent fraction using your multiplication tables and simplify your answer if it suggests you need to.